Welcome to our exploration of audience analysis and media psychology. In today's media-driven world, understanding your audience is more crucial than ever. Audience analysis involves identifying and understanding the characteristics, needs, and preferences of your target group. This foundational step helps media creators tailor their messages for maximum impact. By analyzing demographics, psychographics, and behavioral patterns, communicators can craft content that resonates deeply. As we journey through this topic, we'll uncover how media psychology intertwines with audience analysis to shape effective communication strategies. Let's begin by defining what audience analysis truly means and why it matters. Media psychology is the study of how media and technology influence human thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. It examines the psychological processes behind media consumption, including how people perceive, interpret, and respond to messages. This field bridges psychology and communication, offering insights into why certain content captivates audiences while other messages fall flat. By understanding media psychology, creators can predict audience reactions and design content that engages, persuades, or informs more effectively. As we move forward, we'll see how media psychology complements audience analysis, creating a powerful toolkit for communicators. Understanding your audience is the cornerstone of effective communication. Without audience analysis, messages risk missing their mark, leading to wasted resources and lost opportunities. By analyzing who your audience is, what they value, and how they consume media, you can create content that truly connects. This process helps avoid assumptions and stereotypes, ensuring messages are relevant and respectful. Whether you're crafting a marketing campaign, a news story, or a social media post, audience analysis guides your strategy and increases the likelihood of success. Demographics are the statistical characteristics of a population, such as age, gender, income, education, and location. These factors provide a basic framework for understanding who your audience is. For instance, a campaign targeting teenagers will differ greatly from one aimed at retirees. Demographic analysis helps segment audiences, allowing for more personalized and relevant messaging. By collecting and interpreting demographic data, media professionals can ensure their content reaches the right people in the right way. While demographics tell us who the audience is, psychographics reveal why they behave the way they do. Psychographics include values, attitudes, interests, lifestyles, and personality traits. This deeper layer of analysis uncovers motivations and preferences that drive media consumption. For example, two people of the same age and income may have vastly different interests and beliefs. By understanding psychographics, communicators can craft messages that resonate on an emotional and psychological level. Behavioral analysis examines how audiences interact with media. This includes what content they consume, when and where they access it, and how they respond. Tracking behaviors like clicks, shares, and comments provides valuable feedback for media creators. Behavioral data helps refine content strategies, ensuring messages are delivered at the right time and place. By observing audience actions, communicators can adapt quickly to changing preferences and trends. Technology has revolutionized audience analysis. Digital tools and platforms collect vast amounts of data, offering real-time insights into audience behavior. Social media analytics, website tracking, and mobile apps provide detailed information on who is engaging with your content and how. This technological advancement allows for more precise targeting and personalization. As technology evolves, so do the methods for understanding and reaching audiences. Media consumption patterns refer to the ways audiences access and use media. These patterns are influenced by factors like age, lifestyle, and technology. For example, younger audiences may prefer social media and streaming platforms, while older groups might favor traditional TV or newspapers. Understanding these patterns helps media professionals choose the right channels and formats for their messages. Adapting to changing consumption habits is key to staying relevant in a fast-paced media landscape. Cognitive processing refers to how audiences perceive, interpret, and remember media messages. Media psychology explores how factors like attention, memory, and perception influence message effectiveness. For instance, visually engaging content is more likely to capture attention and be remembered. Understanding cognitive processes helps creators design messages that are clear, memorable, and persuasive. This knowledge is essential for crafting impactful media campaigns. Media has the power to evoke strong emotions, from joy and excitement to fear and sadness. Emotional responses play a significant role in how audiences engage with content. Media psychology studies these reactions to understand what makes messages memorable and persuasive. By tapping into emotions, communicators can create deeper connections with their audience, driving engagement and action. Crafting emotionally resonant content is a key strategy in modern media. Persuasion is a central goal of many media messages, whether in advertising, politics, or public health campaigns. Media psychology examines the techniques used to influence attitudes and behaviors. These include storytelling, repetition, authority, and social proof. Understanding the principles of persuasion helps communicators design messages that motivate audiences to think, feel, or act in desired ways. Effective persuasion relies on a deep understanding of the audience's values and beliefs. Storytelling is one of the most powerful tools in media communication. Stories engage audiences emotionally and cognitively, making messages more relatable and memorable. Media psychology explains why narratives are so effective. They help people make sense of information and connect with others. By weaving stories into their content, communicators can capture attention and inspire action. Storytelling bridges the gap between information and emotion, making it a vital strategy in audience engagement. Culture shapes how audiences interpret and respond to media messages. Cultural values, norms, and traditions influence preferences, perceptions, and behaviors. Media psychology considers these factors to ensure messages are culturally sensitive and relevant. Understanding cultural differences helps communicators avoid misunderstandings and connect with diverse audiences. In a globalized world, cultural awareness is essential for effective media communication. Social identity refers to how individuals define themselves based on group memberships, such as nationality, ethnicity, or profession. Media messages often reinforce or challenge these identities. Media psychology explores how social identity influences media preferences and interpretations. By recognizing the role of social identity, communicators can create content that resonates with specific groups and fosters a sense of belonging. Media effects theories explain how media exposure influences attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors. Key theories include the cultivation theory, which suggests long-term media exposure shape perceptions of reality, and the uses and gratifications theory, which focuses on why people choose specific media. Understanding these theories helps communicators anticipate audience reactions and design more effective messages. Selective exposure refers to the tendency of audiences to seek out media that aligns with their existing beliefs and attitudes. Selective perception means people interpret messages in ways that confirm their views. These psychological processes can create echo chambers, where diverse perspectives are limited. Media psychology examines these tendencies to help communicators reach broader audiences and encourage open-mindedness. Framing refers to how media presents information, influencing how audiences interpret events and issues. Agenda setting is the process by which media determines which topics are important. Both concepts highlight the power of media to shape public opinion. By understanding framing and agenda setting, communicators can craft messages that guide audience perceptions and priorities. Media literacy is the ability to access, analyze, evaluate, and create media messages. It empowers audiences to think critically about the information they consume. Media psychology supports media literacy by teaching people to recognize bias, misinformation, and persuasive techniques. Promoting media literacy helps build informed, engaged, and responsible audiences. Digital media has transformed audience engagement through interactivity. Audiences now participate in content creation, sharing, and feedback. Media psychology explores how interactivity enhances involvement and satisfaction. Interactive features like polls, comments, and live streams create two-way communication, making audiences active participants rather than passive consumers. Personalization tailors media content to individual preferences, increasing relevance and engagement. Algorithms analyze user data to recommend content, ads, and news. Media psychology examines how personalization affects satisfaction and trust. While personalization can enhance experiences, it also raises concerns about privacy and filter bubbles. Balancing personalization with diversity is a key challenge for media creators. Social media platforms have revolutionized how audiences interact with media. They enable instant sharing, feedback, and community building. Media psychology investigates the effects of social media on self-esteem, relationships, and information spread. Understanding these impacts helps communicators use social media responsibly and effectively to engage audiences. Audience segmentation divides a broad audience into smaller, more manageable groups based on shared characteristics. This allows for targeted messaging and efficient resource allocation. Segmentation can be based on demographics, psychographics, behaviors, or geography. Effective segmentation ensures messages are relevant and impactful for each group. Collecting accurate audience data is essential for analysis. Common methods include surveys, interviews, focus groups, and digital analytics. Each method offers unique insights into audience preferences and behaviors. Combining multiple data sources provides a comprehensive understanding, guiding more effective media strategies. Ethical considerations are vital in audience analysis. Respecting privacy, obtaining consent, and ensuring data security are fundamental principles. Media psychology emphasizes transparency and fairness in data collection and use. Ethical practices build trust with audiences and protect their rights in an increasingly data-driven world. Audience analysis faces several challenges, including data overload, rapidly changing preferences, and diverse audience needs. Media professionals must navigate these obstacles to deliver relevant and timely messages. Continuous learning and adaptation are essential for overcoming these challenges and maintaining effective communication. Let's look at a real-world example of successful audience analysis. A global beverage brand used demographic and psychographic data to launch a targeted campaign. By understanding their audience's values and preferences, they created personalized messages that resonated across cultures. The result was increased engagement, brand loyalty, and sales. This case highlights the power of informed audience analysis in achieving communication goals. Audience feedback is a valuable resource for media creators. Comments, reviews, and social media interactions provide insights into audience reactions and preferences. By listening to feedback, communicators can adapt their strategies, improve content, and build stronger relationships with their audience. Continuous adaptation ensures ongoing relevance and success. Future of audience analysis lies in advanced technologies like artificial intelligence and big data. These tools enable deeper insights and more precise targeting. Media psychology will continue to evolve, integrating new research and methods. Staying informed about technological advancements is crucial for media professionals aiming to connect with audiences in innovative ways. Combining psychological insights with data analytics creates a powerful approach to audience analysis. Media psychology explains the why behind behaviors, while data reveals the what and how. Integrating these perspectives leads to more effective and meaningful communication strategies. This holistic approach is becoming the standard in media planning and execution. Advertising relies heavily on media psychology to influence consumer decisions. By understanding what motivates audiences, advertisers craft persuasive messages that drive action. Techniques like emotional appeals, repetition, and social proof are grounded in psychological principles. Effective advertising connects with audiences on both rational and emotional levels. News media play a significant role in shaping public opinion. Media psychology examines how news framing, repetition, and source credibility affect audience perceptions. Understanding these dynamics helps journalists and communicators present information responsibly and maintain public trust. Entertainment media, such as movies, TV shows, and games, have a profound impact on attitudes and behaviors. Media psychology explores how narratives, characters, and themes influence audience emotions and beliefs. Understanding these effects helps creators produce content that entertains, educates, and inspires. Health communication campaigns use media psychology to promote positive behaviors and public health. By understanding audience motivations and barriers, communicators design messages that encourage healthy choices. Techniques include fear appeals, social norms, and testimonials. Effective campaigns are tailored to the needs and values of specific audiences. Political communication leverages audience analysis and media psychology to influence public opinion and voter behavior. Campaigns use targeted messaging, emotional appeals, and persuasive techniques to connect with voters. Understanding audience segments and psychological triggers is essential for effective political communication. Children are a unique audience with distinct psychological needs and responses to media. Media psychology studies how content affects children's development, learning, and behavior. Age-appropriate messaging, positive role models, and educational content are key considerations when creating media for young audiences. Media can be a powerful force for social change. Media psychology explores how campaigns raise awareness, shift attitudes, and inspire action on social issues. Successful campaigns use audience analysis to identify key groups and tailor messages that motivate collective action. Media-driven social change relies on understanding both the audience and the psychological drivers of behavior. In today's digital age, audiences are exposed to an overwhelming amount of media. Media psychology examines the effects of media saturation, including information overload and decision fatigue. Communicators must find ways to cut through the noise and deliver clear, concise messages that capture attention. Trust and credibility are essential for effective media communication. Media psychology explores how source credibility, transparency, and consistency influence audience trust. Building and maintaining credibility requires honesty, accuracy, and ethical practices. Trusted sources are more likely to persuade and retain audiences. Visual elements play a crucial role in media messages. Images, graphics, and videos enhance understanding and retention. Media psychology studies how visual cues attract attention and convey meaning. Effective visual communication combines aesthetics with clarity, making messages more impactful and memorable. Ethical responsibility is a cornerstone of media practice. Media psychology emphasizes the importance of honesty, fairness, and respect for audiences. Responsible communicators consider the potential impacts of their messages and strive to avoid harm. Upholding ethical standards builds public trust and supports a healthy media environment. Reaching global audiences requires localization, adapting content to different languages, cultures, and contexts. Media psychology helps communicators understand cross-cultural differences and preferences. Effective localization ensures messages are relevant and respectful, expanding reach and impact in diverse markets. Measuring the impact of media messages is essential for evaluating success. Metrics include reach, engagement, recall, and behavior change. Media psychology provides tools for assessing emotional and cognitive responses. Continuous measurement and analysis help refine strategies and maximize effectiveness. Media landscape is constantly evolving. Continuous learning and professional development are vital for staying current with trends, technologies, and audience preferences. Media psychology encourages ongoing education to enhance skills and adapt to new challenges. Lifelong learning ensures communicators remain effective and innovative. We've covered the essentials of audience analysis and media psychology, exploring how understanding your audience leads to more effective communication. By integrating psychological insights with data-driven strategies, communicators can craft messages that resonate, persuade, and inspire. Remember, successful media communication is an ongoing process of learning, adapting, and connecting with audiences on multiple levels. As media and technology continue to evolve, so too will the methods for analyzing and engaging audiences. Staying informed about new research and tools in media psychology will be essential for future success. By embracing innovation and maintaining a deep understanding of audience needs, communicators can thrive in an ever-changing media landscape. Thank you for joining this journey into audience analysis and media psychology.